Hello everyone, my name is Christian Eschbach, and welcome to another one of my album reviews. Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna piss all over this album. R. Kelly, the R&B Collection, Volume 1. Oh, R. Kelly. Man, okay, so, sorry for my little joke there, and there'll probably be one or two other P jokes through here. Sorry, I won't be able to help myself. A lot of controversy, a lot of warranted controversy. Dude's in jail now, isn't he? I think, maybe. That's what the little pop-up thing there's for. I don't want to get into the politics too much on this one. All I will say is this album kind of lets you know you should have all seen it coming. You know, this album, at points screams Predator, okay? Most of the way it kind of screams Predator. Like, the fact that so many people are into so many songs on this album, especially when, like, the first song on the album, okay, let's just get into this, all right? This is, the average song on this album is about 4 minutes, okay? And there are 18 songs on this album. So this is a very full album, okay? They take advantage of maximum CD length. But the first song on here sets the whole entire mood, everything you need to know about the type of person R. Kelly is, and that's Bump and Grind. And, if this song had been satirical, like one of Frank Zappa's kind of satirical songs, it would be great and I'd be laughing my ass off. However, this is supposed to be a serious song that got serious airplay. And women were stupid about this song. I remember how many chicks were going on about this song and stuff like that, and all the chicks that were into R. Kelly and stuff like that. And this was treated as high art, no matter how stupid it really is. And it's like, oh my God, when you listen to the lyrics, like, how did you guys... The dude is a freaking predator. Total predator. He's one of those guys, oh baby... basically, this song is basically like just saying, just let me put the tip in, like that's, just let me put the tip in, just let me put the tip in, just let me put the tip, like that's what this guy is. I have to admit, the music on this song is actually pretty decent. But, okay, so moving on. Your Body's Calling. All right, so... This is some cliche R&B stuff. Trying to act chill while showing that, once again, Predator. And it even goes with pushing... Like, when you look at how many women were into R. Kelly and this stuff, and that, it shows how many women are into Predator men. You can say what you want, but... And this is why I hate getting into politics of this shit. But... I don't know many guys, well, to be fair, all the guys I hung out with were into rock and metal, so I don't know any guys that were into R. Kelly. But let me tell you, because of where I worked, I knew a lot of women that were into R. Kelly, and just no, man, just no. Musically, Your Body's Calling, I thought was pretty boring. Sex Me Part 1. My notes right here. This song is fucking horrible. That's my first words in my notes on this song. If it were a humorous song, it'd be one thing, but it's not. That's the type of... This is... Oh, my God. It is... Like, it's... If it had the satirical wit of Zappa or Metalocalypse or anything like that, it'd be great, because it'd be a satirical wit. It's not, though, man. This is such horrible, predatory garbage. And anyone that actually thinks that this song likes this song, or liked this song, or anything like that, or still tries to think that, it's some type of good song or whatever, really needs to check their morality at the door. All right, and make sure it's still intact. And this is coming from a guy who, you know, I have laughed my ass off at some really bad songs, okay? And tried to talk up some really bad songs as being some decent songs. And man, this is bad. After that, we have You Remind Me of Something, which is meh. Then we got Ignition Remix. Okay, so I used to play in a band. My band, we were the house band for a cannabis lounge back when we could get away with it using loopholes and stuff like that. And I had a buddy that would come out and play, and he came out and played ukulele, and he played covers on the ukulele, as was cool at the time kind of thing. He was actually ahead of the curve before that became a thing. The Cardboard Bard, check him out. I believe he's still on YouTube. Really, really enjoyed the Cardboard Bard. Really enjoyed playing with him, and I would usually join him on stage and play percussion with him. And my percussion would be like cajon and shakers and stuff like that, you know, world percussion, I believe is the term for it. And I used to jam on this song with him all the time. I had never heard it, though. He had quite a few songs, because well, you're a percussionist, you just know how to jam. So I really enjoyed jamming with him on this song until I finally realized what we were doing. And I was like, oh, all right. Now, this remix version that's on here, it's not the same as the first version I ever heard of the song when I finally heard it for the first time. I kind of like this remix version better. It's pretty decent. It's not as good as like when me and my buddy Tim were doing it on stage. That was awesome. But it's not bad. It's okay. Sort of. Lyrical content's still a little... I mean, at least this one's tongue-in-cheek a little bit. All right, moving on. Down Low, Nobody Has to Know. Basic, boring, and oh my God. Just the title alone says so much. So much. When a Woman's Fed Up, this is another meh. Even the Spanish motifs that are through it are pretty basic and boring. I'm pretty sure there'll probably be people that like the song for some reason. You know, it's kind of like those people that like Bon Jovi's Bed of Roses. And even the pickup on this song I still found was pretty boring and needed some punch to it. Step in the Name of Love. This is a remix as well. So, I like this song. When it was originally released as Marvin's Gaye, Can't Get Enough of Your Love. Because that's the music that's playing in the background the whole way through this song. The hip-hop lyric rapping over top of it and the sampling rendition, just shit. Like, this whole song is just shit. And, yeah, no. Theolia Thing? Sorry, I only listened to this album once, man. That was more than enough for me. So, I didn't get quite how to pronounce that right. My apologies. I think the song is about 40 seconds too long and clocks in around 3:40. It should have been like 3. Otherwise, it has a slightly interesting mix of Middle Eastern and I want to say Jamaican, but not really kind of reggae. I'm not sure how to describe it. I know I've heard the music, but I don't know the proper names to give it a proper name. But either way, it really works for this song. The vibe on it's really kind of cool. It's definitely a club kind of song, man. But it's a really cool kind of... I really dug on this one a bit. It's something different. Something... Now, the lyrics... I at least when he's being tongue in cheek, you know, where you got something cute where you can say it's kind of close to Walk This Way or something stupid like that. Or Sweet Emotion, or, you know, something dumb like that. But this this one I had some fun with. I actually enjoyed when it was playing. Touch the Dream. This one's actually a good one. I totally get why people would like this song. It's not my thing, but props where props are due. This was actually a decent tune, I thought. Fiesta Remix featuring Jay-Z and Bugatti. Boring. I Wish. Lyrics are fuzzy, misty-colored joyousness. Music is more boring and cliche. If the music was different, especially, they got a shit-ass drum sample on this one. It could actually be a goodish song. It wasn't bad. Ghetto Religion featuring Wyclef Jean. This one's actually a really good song. Really, really enjoyed it. The only thing, I don't like songs that feel like they're celebrating the ghetto, living in the ghetto, stuff like that. And that's because I don't think, you know, like, we really shouldn't have ghettos. No one should feel like they live in the ghetto. You know, it's just, there's nothing wrong with having a hood, because that's your neighborhood, right? So there's nothing wrong with having a hood, you know, being about your hood and stuff like that, and having pride in your hood and stuff like that. But the ghetto, man, so for me, Ghetto Religion just kind of hits me the wrong way that way. But I think it's a brilliant song. I think it's very well done. I think it's very enjoyable. And if it weren't for R. Kelly, you know, I'd say, hey, you know, give it a better check out. Wyclef Jean, though, this is the problem when things like this happen with, you know, like someone like R. Kelly, you know, like there are a lot of big names on here. I've already mentioned Jay-Z. I've now mentioned Wyclef Jean. So, and there's other names that are going to come up. And I feel bad for those other artists, because do I want you to pick up this stuff and buy this stuff and listen to this stuff where money will go to this man who did stuff? No, but Wyclef Jean did a really good tune, man, and it should be heard and listened to, and he should get some money still. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's move on. Honey Love, this is R. Kelly and Public Announcement. I don't know anything about Public Announcement, whatever. I can tell you that the song sucks. And I thought about this while listening to the song. Baby It's Cold Outside was, you know, every Christmas it seems like they're trying to cancel a song, and that one's been the one for a couple of years. And people get a little about that one, and it's considered bad now just because of the content. And I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, but this song, Honey Love, was huge when it came out. Man, this song's disgusting. Like, wow, it's just like, no. She's Got That Vibe is also with Public Announcement. Basic and boring, even by 1989, 1990 standards, when you had stuff like CNC Music Factory and stuff like that coming out. This would have been new and cool and all that. It's still, no, this particular song still would have been boring. The World's Greatest. If you're going to think about being the world's greatest, maybe use music that backs it up a little bit. However, that being said, I can definitely say that this song inspired Bruno Mars with probably one or two songs at least. Because, ooh, yeah. And he's not the only one. There's one or two others out there as well. I'm going to say we're definitely inspired by this particular song. I'm Your Angel. This was a duet with Celine Dion. So we have our dirty French-Canadian woman, and, you know, the one who's into old men to begin with. And, you know, all right, moving on. But at the time, she would have been, I believe, the older one. Ooh. Sorry. But we have the dirty French-Canadian woman and the golden shower man. I gotta wonder how hot and sweaty and wet these sessions got. All I know is that this is the second song in a row on this album. I want to say sounds like it's off of a Disney soundtrack because The World's Greatest did feel that way. And not surprising, young girls were attracted to him. Whoa, enough, yes. I mean, Disney music, right? The young girls like the Disney music. I know my little sister liked the Disney music. These guys are fucking predator on every level, man. How did they not see it coming? All right, moving on. Then you get to the legendary, the song that made him famous because it was on the soundtrack for Space Jam. Ooh, how did that age? I can believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. All right. It was in a kids movie. Not a kids movie one, yeah. So, not cool, man. No bueno. I don't know how, you know, like, I mean, oof. People can say what they want about rock and roll and how dirty and bad and stuff like that was. But that's the difference. Rock and roll, it was the bad boys being bad boys. And they told you they were bad boys. This guy, he's not trying to be a bad boy. He's not trying to be a bad boy. He thinks he's being a sexy boy, but he's acting like a bad boy. And he's doing a bad job of it, man. I don't really, any chick that was really into R. Kelly, any guy that was into R. Kelly, all right? I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, there was a few choice songs on here that aren't bad. But you really gotta re-examine yourself a little bit here. And this is coming from a guy whose favorite musician has not one, not two, but 3 songs about necrophilia. Gets executed on stage every night. Dances with snakes. And this is what I'm telling you is the problem, okay? Alright. Okay, folks, that's enough. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Was I too harsh on R. Kelly? Did I piss on him too much? Okay, last joke. Comment section. Let me know what you think. On your way down, you're going to see a link to Patreon. You're also going to see a link to the TWA, which is Trampoline Wrestling Association promotion I've got going. Check it out. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell for notifications. If you're on Rumble, the join and follow button. Peace, love, take care.